Good morning. Today we are going to answer the revision worksheet. Okay, final revision worksheet. Now I will start answering, give reason first. It's very important. So please be attention. Give reason. Nitrogen contributes in composition of all living tissues because it used in making proteins, which repair the damaged tissue. Question number 2, objects falling downward due to the effect of weight. Due to the effect of weight. Question number 3, the atmosphere has a great importance in continuity of life on Earth because it protects us from ultraviolet rays. وكمان بيعمل ايه؟ adjusts the Earth's temperature. Question number 2, the weight of body in balloon is smaller than weight on Earth. Weight on balloon is smaller than weight on Earth because weight decreases by increases the distance between the object and center of the Earth. Between the object and center of the Earth. Okay, question number 5. Yeast is added to dough in making bread. Yeast is added to dough in making bread. To make, because the yeast produces carbon dioxide gas, because it produces CO2 gas, which makes the bread porous and tasty. Okay, question number 6. Wood is insulators, but while copper is heat conductor because it doesn't allow heat to flow. The wood doesn't allow heat to flow, but copper allows heat to flow. Question number 7. Leaving spaces between the railway bars to avoid train accidents where iron is good heat conductor that expands and twisted by heat. Question number 8. Brain is the control system in the human body because it directs and coordinates all processes, ideas, and behaviors. Question number 9. Damage of medulla oblongata leads to death because it controls all involuntary movements. Question number 10. Cerebellum is very important in your body because it contains memory and thinking. بيعمل ايه كمان؟ controls 5 senses. طب ايه كمان بيعمله السيربرم؟ controls the voluntary movement. Okay. Question number 11. The thigh joint is freely movable joint. اللي هي الهيب joint. طيب why it is freely movable joint? because it moves in all directions. Because it moves in all directions. Number 12, the movement is very important in humans. The movement is very important for humans because it helps to move from one place to another. Because it helps to move from one place to another. Okay? Okay. Let's continue. Question number D, define mass. What the meaning of mass? It is amount of matter in an object. It is the amount of matter in an object. Newton, it is unit of measuring weight, which is equivalent to 100 gram mass of object. Newton هي unit of measuring weight. Locomotory system, it is the system which controls the movement of the body. Question number 5. Question number 6. Number 4, cross it. Question number 5. Heat insulators. They are materials that don't allow heat to flow. They are materials that don't allow heat to flow. Okay? ماشي. Atmosphere. The atmosphere, it is mixture of different gases surrounding the earth. Okay, again, I will answer the define. Number 1, mass is the amount of matter in the object. Newton, it is unit of measuring weight, which is equivalent to 100 gram mass of the object. Locomotory system, it is the system which controls the movement of the body. Question number 5, involuntary muscle, cross it. Number 4, sorry. Question number 5, heat insulators, يعني ايه? They are materials that don't allow heat to flow through. Reflexes, they are automatic responses of the body. They are automatic responses of the body to different stimuli. Like what the meaning of burning process or combustion process? It is a rapid combination between oxygen and elements in the presence of moist air. It is rapid combination between oxygen and elements in the presence of moist air. Thermometer, sorry, immovable joints. Number 9, immovable joints. They are joints that don't move. Immovable, they cannot move. Like the joints of the skull. Skull joints are immovable joints. Right. Thermometer, it is a device that's used to measure temperature. طبعا we have 2 types of thermometers. عندنا في Celsius thermometer وعندنا في medical thermometer. Right. Question number E. Mention the importance of. خلاص. Mention the function. Mention the use. Thermometers. Thermometers, they are used to measure temperature. طالما ما حددليش مين الثرمومتر اللي هو عايز اليوز بتاعته او عايز الثرمومتر general use of thermometers كلها يبقى they are used to measure temperature. طب oxygen gas في كذا في many uses. You can choose 1 or 2. It is used in respiration. It combines with the acetylene gas to make oxyacetylene flame used in cutting and welding metals. مثلا water used in making water. Okay, there are many uses of oxygen gas. You can choose any one or you can choose any two uses. طيب. Nitrogen gas برضو it is used in formation of tissue. It used طبعا النيتروجين main النيتروجين used in making proteins. خلاص. طب البروتينز ده انا بستخدمه في ايه؟ repair the damaged tissue. So nitrogen contributes in formation of tissue. Number 4, mercury in medical thermometer. Mercury in medical thermometer برضه انا عندي 5 use او 5 reasons why we choose mercury. You can choose any one. طيب what is the importance of mercury? It measures the temperature. طب ازاي؟ قال لي it gives wide range in measuring temperature. خلاص؟ مثلا ممكن نقول ايه؟ It is good conductor of heat so it can give accurate reading. It doesn't stick to the wall. دول برضو تبع البروبرتيز بتاعتهم اللي ممكن اقول عليها ان هو يعني في الاخر used in measuring temperature. اوكي. طيب كربون دايوكسيد in bakery. طبعا الكربون دايوكسيد ده it makes the bread porous and tasty. It makes the bread porous and tasty. طيب balance scale it measures large masses. البالانس scale it is device خلاص it's important used to measure large masses. طيب the spring scale it is used to measure weight of the object. The spring scale used to measure the weight of the object or of the body. Cerebellum it controls voluntary movement. It controls the voluntary movement. Joints they allow moving between bones. 12 medulla oblongata it controls the voluntary movements like like motion of respiratory system organs, like motion of digestive system, like the heartbeat it controls the heartbeat. طيب backbone اللي هي الvertebral column بيعمل ايه؟ two importance. Number 1 allows the body to bend in all directions. وفي ايه كمان؟ protects the back the spinal cord. Protects the spinal cord. طيب rib cage protects heart and lungs. Skull protects the brain. Bony box to protect the brain. Cartilage between vertebrae prevent friction between bones. Okay, prevents the friction between bones. Okay. طيب now we can answer complete. Now we can answer complete questions. Movement is the ability to change your direction or place. Your direction. Axial skeleton consists of a skull, backbone, and rib cage. ماشي. A helps in inhalation and exhalation process. الريب cage. طيب. The roots of ligaments contain A that fix atmospheric nitrogen and change it into. الليجمس فيها ايه؟ نودولار بكتيريا. that fix atmospheric nitrogen and change it into protein. Dots gas are collected by downward displacement of water. ماشي هو جاز واحد بس. مين الجاز is collected by downward displacement of water؟ oxygen gas. Oxygen gas. Oxygen A dissolves in water. Oxygen rarely dissolves in water. طيب oxygen is A than air. Heavier. Ozone is formed of 3 oxygen atoms. Oxygen compressed in iron cylinders. Oxygen is used in cutting and welding. When it combines with acetylene gas, it makes oxyacetylene flame, which is used in cutting and welding metal due to its very high temperature that reaches 3,500 degrees Celsius. طيب number 11, exhaled air contains large amount of exhaled air اللي هو ماشي اللي هو the air that you expel outside your body. ده فيه ايه؟ كربون دايوكسيد. ده التربد بيعمل ملكي او تربيديتي لمين؟ برافو لايم ووتر. طيب the Celsius thermometer consists of بيكون من ايه السلسيوس thermometer؟ thick glass tube, mercury bulb, thick glass tube, mercury bulb, and capillary tube. Capillary tube. طيب liquids A by heating and A by cooling. الليكويدز بيحصل لها ايه by heating؟ expand. and بيحصل لها ايه by cooling؟ contract. The scale of medical thermometer starts from الميديكال starts من ايه؟ 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. لازم don't forget to write the unit of measuring temperature اللي هي degree Celsius. Dots are materials that don't allow heat to flow. هنا ما ينفعش حد يديني example. ليه؟ ان هو قال لي materials، هو عايز كل الماتيريالز اسمهم ايه على بعض؟ هي don't بقى ماشي؟ heat insulators. لكن لو قال لي is material that doesn't ممكن اقول له example wood plastic glass اي حاجه من دي. طيب اهي A is good conductor، عايز بقى هنا example عشان قال لي is good يبقى هقول له مين good conductor؟ iron. while air is bad conductor of heat او heat insulator. طيب dots conducts heat faster than iron. مين؟ dots conducts heat faster than iron. ممكن نقول aluminium. او copper. ماشي. used in heavy blankets. مين اللي used in heavy blankets؟ بنعمل ايه بنعمل من ايه الهيفي blankets؟ woolen clothes. ماشي. The mass is constant value. It doesn't change by changing the place. ماشي. The weight of object on Earth's surface A equals A its weight on moon's surface. الويت on Earth ماله greater ولا less ولا ايه its weight on moon؟ برافو greater than its weight on moon. The effect of weight is always directed towards center of the Earth. ماشي. هيدروجين بيروكسيد بيحصل له المفروض decomposition لإيه؟ لووتر and oxygen gas. Okay. Skull is located inside bony box to protect it from harms. Dot's organ lies at the back area of the brain below two cerebral hemisphere. أنهي organ اللي هو بيبقى below cerebral hemisphere؟ cerebellum. Dots and dots are example of freely movable joints. Freely مين؟ ماشي. Rest joint والankle joint. ممكن حتى يكتب لي الشولدر والهيب. برافو. أو الثاي. The peripheral nervous system consists of peripheral nervous system. في ايه؟ ده بتاع النيرفز. في الكرينيال نيرفز وفي spinal nervous. طيب. The cranial nerves consists of cranial nerve في كام pairs؟ كام؟ cranial ده بتاع البرين. البرين فيه كام؟ 12 pairs. while the spinal nerves 31. اوكي عايزين page 2. Page 2 write the scientific term. Page 2 write the scientific term. The main source of nitrogen gas. مين هو المين source of nitrogen gas؟ atmosphere. لأن ده فيه largest amount أو اللي هي 78%. The thermometer whose scale ranges from 0 to 100 Celsius thermometer. Okay. Liquid that is used to sterilize thermometer. مين اللي بيعمل sterilizing؟ ethyl alcohol. تمام. chemical substance that used to detect the presence of carbon dioxide gas. lime water أو calcium hydroxide. الاثنين صح. layer in the atmosphere that protects Earth from harmful radiation. ozone layer. Next, the organ that maintain the balance during motion. cerebellum. Organ that regulates the heartbeat. medulla oblongata. Automatic response of body to different stimuli. reflex action. Basic structure unit of nervous system. neuron أو nerve cell. The organ that is responsible for reflexes. spinal cord. spinal cord. There are muscles that can ماشي اوكي ده cross it. It is ability to change your position or change or your direction. مين ده؟ movement. ده movement أو ممكن نقول عليها ده motion. Structure that allow movement between bones, cartilage. Sorry, structure that allow movement joints. الكارتلج prevent friction. لكن الجوينت هي الستراكشر that allow movement between bones. طيب كده we answer the complete scientific term, give reason, definition, will mention the importance. نخش بقى على page 4. Page 4, the last page in your revision sheets. How can you maintain your nervous system? How can we keep our nervous system healthy? We have 5. خلاص. Number 1 طبعا stop sitting for long periods in front of computers. طيب ايه كمان؟ avoid addiction. avoid exposing to extreme situations. طيب ايه كمان؟ avoid stimulating substance. as coffee, tea. ماشي. avoid tranquilizers. ممكن مثلا ايه practice sports regularly. اوكي ماشي. classify each of the following joints. عايزين نعرف الجوينتس دي ايه. skull immovable. rest freely. elbow slightly. It can move in one direction. hip أو thigh joint freely برضه. knee slightly. shoulder freely. Okay. Problems. If object's mass is 30 kilogram on Earth, calculate its mass on Moon. عايز الماس بتاعه on Moon. طبعا الماس fixed value and it doesn't change by changing the place, so its mass equal 30 kilogram. طب weight on Earth, الويت equal mass times gravity. فهيبقى equal 30 times 10 equal 300 A Newton. I said before, don't forget the rule, don't forget the unit. طيب the weight on moon. عايز الويت بتاعه on moon. قلنا الويت on moon equal ايه؟ mass times gravity over 6. يعني 300 over 6. ما هي mass times gravity اللي هي 30 times 10 اللي هي 300 يعني divided by 6 يعني 50 نيوتن. خلاص. calculate the mass of book with 300 نيوتن. عايز الماس بتاع البوك. هو مديني هنا الويت equal 300 نيوتن. عرفت منين؟ عشان اليونت. والجرافيتي انا عارفاها ان هي equal 10. خلاص. عايز بقى الماس equal weight over gravity يعني equal 300 over 10 equal 38 كيلو جرام. اوكي. طيب the last question match from A what suits in B. cranial nerve the cranial nerves مع مين؟ الcranial nerves. Who said miss ياسين بيرسي. yes. What's your problem ياسين? What did you say miss? Do you have any problem? You can't see. Why you can't see? Can you see anyone? Everyone? يعني الكاميرا كانت مقفولة ولا هي الصورة مش واضحة ولا ايه؟ I don't know بقى الصورة بتعلق دي I don't know بصراحة. ده عيب من ايه يعني انترنت ولا ايه؟ هي انا عندي الكاميرا شغالة. طيب let's continue the last question. Okay, this revision يعني you got this revision sheet خلاص معاك. فيعني ممكن تجيبهم تطلع الريفيجن شيت ده وتعمل ويعني تسمع مني الانسرز بتاعتي. طيب question number 1 cranial nerves مع مين؟ اوكي مع ايه؟ cranial nerves are 12 pairs of nerves. 12 pairs of nerves. E. Spinal nerves 31 pairs of nerves. D. Medulla oblongata is responsible for involuntary movement. A. Spinal cord فاضل لنا B و C responsible for voluntary movement or responsible for reflex action. Responsible for reflex action. Yes. That's your revision. I answered them all. Okay. Starting from give reason. I started by the give reason. Then I answered define. Then I answered the importance. After that, I answered complete. Then write scientific term. And the last page اللي هي page 4. Okay, you can listen to your video again. You can listen to the recorded video again and check your answers with me. You can answer them again by yourself and check your answers with me after the end of the video. Okay, any questions? Do you have any questions? Okay. Thank you so much. But we have 5 minutes to end this meeting. Do you have any questions? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye.